Today, I'm going to share with you the 4 skills you need to develop your relationships. The key indicator whether someone will be successful or not is not education, is not experience, is not even intelligence. The key indicator as to whether or not someone will be successful, relatively successful, is emotional intelligence, or EQ. In today's video, I'm going to discuss the 4 skills you need to develop your emotional intelligence, all strategies and skills you can find in Emotional Intelligence 2.0 by Bradberry and Greaves. Absolutely love this book. I love that you can start reading the book and immediately start developing strategies that you can go ahead and incorporate into your life immediately, that you can start practicing and testing and playing with. Now, the only way to genuinely develop your emotions is by skill number 1, developing your self-awareness. Self-awareness is your ability to accurately perceive your own emotions in the moment and understand your tendencies across situations. And so I thought emotional self-awareness is just having a better understanding of the emotions that you have in the moment. But it's also important to understand your tendencies across various situations. So it's not only enough to say, I tend to get upset when X situation happens. You also want to take into account what are the habits that I tend to fall into as a result of those emotions. That is part of developing your self-awareness. Some of my favorite strategies to develop self-awareness that are very simple yet highly effective includes quit treating your feelings as good or bad. Instead of looking at, oh, when I get mad, that's a bad feeling. No, just acknowledge the fact that you feel what you feel. When you get mad, that's just what you're feeling. That's fine. It's not that it's good or bad. It's just what you're feeling. That's totally valid. It's fine. And therefore, when you start analyzing and developing that self-awareness on your emotions, you don't have this stigma of these emotions are good or these emotions are bad. You can simply start looking at your emotions as what they are instead of judging them with this sort of bias. And a second strategy that'll benefit from this non-judgment approach is look at yourself like a hawk. Imagine you as a person could also see yourself from above as a bird, just watching yourself every single day in every situation or action and interaction that you have throughout the day. What would this bird's eye view look like? What would you see yourself doing? How would you see yourself interacting with others? And so, of course, we're not able to transform into hawks, at least not yet. And so I find the best way to watch yourself like a hawk is through journaling. Now, of course, you can use meditation or whatever you find works better for you. But for me, I really enjoy journaling because I love using questions to sort of prompt me and focus my energy towards that question. So some prompts include, what exactly do you do well? What are you not good at? What motivates you? What satisfies you? What situations or what people excite you the most? What people, what situations get you most energized? As well as what people, what situations drain you? What situations leave you feeling completely empty, or people that push your buttons? You want to find the spots in your life where you feel most energized as well as drained, and try and reinvest into those energized situations. And so using some of these strategies, you can go ahead and further develop that self-awareness, not just on your own emotions, but your interactions and habits throughout each day. Because the skills we're discussing are skills that you're going to want to continually be developing, not just, oh, I fixed it once and now it's good. You have to continue working on it every single day. Self-awareness makes other emotional intelligence skills easier to use. You want to learn to use your self-awareness to be more flexible and direct your choices positively in a more positive direction. Skill number 2 is self-management. Self-management is simply what happens when you decide to act or not act. How are you reacting when under stress? How are you reacting in various different situations? What does that look like for you? And some of my favorite self-management strategies include taking control of your self-talk. Focusing on the wins instead of the losses, I find helps. Just small wins that you do every single day. I woke up today. I made my bed today. Whatever those small wins look like for you, try and use those small wins to push you over the inevitable losses that we're all going to face when we're facing life. Life, you're going to lose all the time. And so I think being able to just focus in on those small wins and remind yourself of those wins. Yes, I'm one who can take on big challenges, and though I might fail, I will succeed eventually. Just find ways to take control of that self-talk that happens in there. Another one of my favorite strategies for self-management is visualize yourself succeeding. Whatever the task, whatever the goal you envision yourself doing, imagine you were to actually win. Now, one, how does that process look like? Because that might be able to help you further navigate whatever that goal is. But then secondly, Just genuinely take a moment to imagine yourself having achieved victory, whatever that is for you. How does that feel? That probably feels quite amazing. That feels very invigorating. And so that energy, that excitement you get from genuinely just envisioning yourself, seeing yourself winning, will help give you that extra boost, that extra energy you need to achieve your goals. Another strategy is to develop a healthy sleep schedule. Now, this is going to look different for every single person, of course, but you want to go ahead and be consistent with whatever sleep schedule you have. That way you have more consistent energy throughout the day to approach these varying situations. You might be thinking, Ryan, that is too much information. I'm overwhelmed. I need something simpler. Well, the simplest strategy you can take to develop self-management is breathe. Take a breath. Learning to breathe right and take those extra 2 seconds to just will allow you to better center yourself, to better center your emotions and better align yourself with the outcomes you want. It might be a very simple strategy, but it's very effective. And my favorite quote from the book on self-management says, "Self-management is revealed by your ability to tolerate the uncertainty as you explore your emotions and options." So as you're exploring life, self-management will allow you the ability to better tolerate these uncertainties that inevitably happen in life. Skill number 3, social awareness. Social awareness is your ability to accurately pick up on emotions that other people are feeling and understand what is really going on with them. Some key obstacles that get in the way of this social awareness includes stopping the monologue in our head. We're always distracted with the 5 other voices in our head that might be telling us we need to go do this or we need to go focus on that. We want to lower that chatter down. Or perhaps thinking ahead in conversations. You're listening to someone, but you're already ready in your head to respond to them right away instead of just taking the time to just genuinely listen to them. And so some of my favorite social awareness strategies include clearing away the clutter. And so we can imagine our brain has all these various different ideas. It's just clutter. Right? And so we want to get rid of the clutter and practice refocusing our mind towards the conversation. Once we find ourselves drifting away towards, oh, what am I having for lunch later today? Or what do I have to get done later this weekend? No. Just realign yourself, refocus your energy towards the conversation, and that will help you push the clutter aside. Another simple yet effective strategy, go on a 15-minute tour. The reason I love this is for 2 reasons. One, you can go find other spaces, find other areas in your office, in your workspace. Perhaps you can find a new setup that you might like, or discover a new spot. But more importantly, and how it relates to social awareness, is taking this 15-minute tour allows you to walk around your campus, walk around your workspace, and go people watch. Go see how people are interacting. Go see people laughing. Go see people interacting with each other. What facial expressions do they make? What mannerisms do they utilize? Go explore and go observe. And my favorite social awareness strategy is step into the other person's shoes. Step into the other person's perspective. What would their life look like? And try and really imagine what it would be like to live that person's life. What are the problems that they face? What are the victories that they face? What are the daily obstacles that they face? What would that really look like? That will really help develop not only your social awareness, but your empathy for others, because you'll develop that perspective from other people, from varying perspectives. On to skill number 4, relationship management. It can be easy to be on your best behavior for a first impression, but how do you really develop relationships, long-lasting, sustainable relationships over a lifetime? Relationship management is your ability to use your awareness of your own emotions and those of others to manage interactions successfully. This will allow for clear communication and effective handling of any conflict. And some of my favorite strategies for relationship management includes being curious and open. It's just being more open-minded and curious allows you to be more interested into other people and start developing interests in other people's interests. Because, if Ryan's really into books, well, maybe I might be into books. Well, I'm more open-minded right now, so let me go ahead and learn more about books, or let me go ahead and learn more about technology. Whatever that other person's interest is, because you're being open, because you're curious, you start taking an interest in their interests. Another relationship management strategy is just acknowledging the other person's feelings. Instead of speaking with someone and trying to perhaps come up with some sort of a solution, when you ask someone, how are you feeling, and they respond to you, don't try and fix their problems, simply acknowledge. That sucks, or that's great, whatever the news may be. But just simply taking a second or two to acknowledge the other person's feelings helps really develop a deeper connection for your guys' relationship. And my favorite relationship management strategy is when you care, show it. Find perhaps a card, something simple, where you can go ahead and use that small gift to acknowledge the other person's win, to acknowledge the other person's sacrifice, the fact that that person went above and beyond. You taking the extra time to simply show that person that you care, it really shows that you care, because you might be thinking in your head, oh, I really care about that person. But when you go ahead and get this person a card or get this person a cookie or whatever they really enjoy, just something small, you show this person that you really do care about them. And now the other person sees, wow, you will go above and beyond for them, and they truly, truly do appreciate that. And the cycle continues. When you show that you truly care for them, they will see, wow, I really care for that person. Now I want to go ahead and do more for them because they're showing up and caring for me. Even though it was just perhaps a card or a cookie, it could mean the entire day, it could mean the world to them. So the 4 skills that will absolutely transform your relationships include self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, and relationship management. If you have your favorite go-to strategy for developing your own emotional intelligence, feel free to comment down below, and please let me know your favorite book or favorite resources on learning and developing your own emotional intelligence. Always love hearing from you guys. Remember, today's a great day to have a great day, so have a great day, and thanks for watching.